First injury that I had was in 8th grade. We didn't back then. You really didn't know the extent of an injury, but I blew out my ACL in my left knee. Didn't realize it. They casted it. You know, you're on 6 weeks in a cast, and you basically rehabbed it on your own. My freshman year, I was running down on kickoff, and I got hit from the side, and I planted my right knee. And back then, Michigan's turf was AstroTurf, very hard. The rest of my body went. My foot didn't. It stayed planted. Tore the meniscus in my right knee. It was what they call a bucket handle tear. And so they went in and they trimmed it up. But what happened, and I found this out later in my pro career, what happened was that when they trimmed it up, and I did have a little bit of a tear in my ACL. They trimmed that up too while I was here. But sometimes that ACL, when that happens, it'll just degenerate. So I played most of my career without ACLs. The mornings are tough sometimes. You know, you get out of bed and things are snapping and popping. It takes me a while to kind of get things lubricated. The knees hurt, but it's all relative. I think probably most of my pain comes from my back. I'm concerned about the girls and what they do. I'm concerned about Dirk, my son. My concern right now in athletics at their age is coaching and what they're being taught and how they're being taught to train, how they're, they seem like they're young right now, but they're still the fundamentals and how they're being taught I'm concerned with. I take it upon myself probably more than most parents do to make sure that they're doing the proper things. Going out and running and doing certain drills, and whether it's cutting and the other thing that I'm doing as a parent, my kids don't play sports all year round. And you're seeing so many ACL injuries right now, and I think part of that is due to the lack of education, not only to the athlete but to the parents. They don't really understand what those kids' bodies are going through and the amount of rest that they actually need. And when you do it year-round, you just keep breaking the body down, breaking the body down, breaking the body down, and it's difficult. The more that we can do to prevent the injuries and educating our young people on the things that they need to do, the better. And that's going to take research. I think it's imperative now that our kids and that everybody involved in sports understand that it's not about just getting back out on the football field. There's a reason why they're hurt, and having somebody there to be able to oversee that, whether it's a trainer, whether it's a doctor, or whoever that is, to be able to oversee that and say, wait a minute, coach, before you throw that kid back into the playing field, we need to take a look at them. And if they're not okay, don't send them out, because we don't. Back when I played, we didn't understand the damage so much of what was being done. I think we're getting smarter now, and we're understanding that, wait a minute, what we did in the past isn't right. I mean, there's a better way of doing it. There's a better way of keeping our kids safer out on the playing field. And a lot of that has got to do with prevention and education. And that's what we need to get to our kids.